Good day, welcome to Martinez Design and the continuation of the duplex structure we are doing on a Revit beginner to pro. So in this project we are going to create a section, then we put trusses on this roof where we are going to be seeing everything on 3D. At the same time put a little bit of graphics display that's going to entice you. So try to watch this video to the very end, because there are a lot of things to learn here. So the first thing to do is to go to your elevation shouts. At the south elevation where these are, what you do now is to copy this roof, click on it, click on copy, not copy to clipboard, just on copy alone, then move it to the lower part. So from here what you do is to click on edit, go to your floor plan level 1, click open. And this is done. What you need to do is to offset this and bring it a little bit inside, so by using 250 offsets, 250 offset, click on copy so that you not copy by repeating the lines. So do like that and let them offset inward. Good. So everything, click on it, offset it inward, inward, inward. So as you are done with that, click on finish. Said no, do not attach it. The structure is still there by still selecting it, but you can decide to say, okay, you want to see it individually. So click on your view, go to view. So you click on section and you draw section around this point. So click. As you have done it, you can come to your section dialog here to click on it, or the center you select this and right click and say go to view. So that will take you directly into view. This is the inner roof you created that you want to translate to trusses. So how do you do that? Come to this place on your property bar. So click here and say use slope glazing. Click on slope glazing. Slope glazing to give you something uniquely different. I think in my projects I have done something like that before, but because the case of those who have not done it before, let me just start from the beginning. So try as much as possible, subscribe to this channel for a proper teaching. So what we have done, because this project I've already arranged it down, look at it from the 3D point of view. When you select this roof now, can you see these are the trusses you are having there? So that trusses is there for you and you leave it in that manner. But here what you want to do is that you want to start from beginning so that I'll be able to explain it in detail to you. Go back to your section, and the section now you can click on this and say, okay, let me click, not the roof, sorry, click on the sloping slope glazing, click on this and say duplicate, click edit, click on edit and let's say duplicate to 3. Under that 3 you can now return everything back to normal. Say none, click this, say none, use this and say none. So here now you say none, everything is going to disappear. Say none, click okay. What does it say? It's been giving me error. So let me click on 2. Is that what you have? load. I think this one doesn't have it. Anyway, whether it has it or not having it, what I want to tell you is that this is what you do. Empty panel system, also panel glazing. Click this. Watching over the graphics, are you seeing that the thing is changing? So here you click on the distance, say no distance. Click on the distance, say no distance. The mullion, no mullion. The mullion again, say no. Apply up. Delete the grid line. So here at the slope glazing, but has no trusses and every other thing. So to bring back to the normal slope glazing formula or what we want to do, and you go here on your 3D, click on this. The trusses are there, but they are not what we want. So the problem is that the setting has already been done predefined. So what you just need to do is to follow the instruction. If you have the same issue with your, so all what you just need is this. You just need to decide by clicking and editing them in the manner that it is okay with your what, with your ideas. So if you fix the distance, so you type the distance here, you fix the distance, you give the distance there, so you change the pattern in which of what you are doing. So you, let's say we want to use 50 by 150, you do the same thing by the second. This is one will be for line, another one is what is rafter. So all those are the necessary things when you are doing your slope glazing is used to draw trusses in. So here on the curtain wall, you click on this and say empty panel system. So define junction, define not, you can do continuous level 1 or something like that. So these are the things that will define your key moments. So apply this, I say okay, look at the graphics, it's going to transform to something bigger. Click OK. See, so definitely this has changed when you look at it from that 3D part of. So you click on the roof, are you seeing it? Instead of being circle, it has already come to normal 2x2 or 2x3 kind of for line, where you can put all your roofing things together. It's a practical application of what we have done here. So when you go to section here, you have gotten the trusses and every other thing. So the next thing is to do is that you want to create a ceiling in this point, so that everything is going to be reflected whenever you cut another section in another pattern. Are you seeing the staircase? That is the function of this place. Now you are going to do what, fill it up. So try as much as possible to watch this continuously to the end, because a lot of details you are going to be doing in this project. So now go to your ceiling level 1. On the ceiling level 1, we want to create ceiling all around this place. So all the inside must be contain all the ceilings. So you go to architecture, click on ceiling. So there's ceiling automatic, where you place and everything will be snapping. I don't too much like this because of what, there's something that will not be able to do even in the exposure. Naturally this one is closed now, but when we come to external, it's going to have a lot of issue. So, and this is actually not the view that we want to do our our ceiling, because the level 1 is already having its floor, so we're going to do the level of it on the level 2. So like here now, when you click on ceiling, it's going to have it and it's going to continue because everything is closed with the wall. So that is it. But if you want, if you have open access to open what's it called, balcony, that there's no wall that cover anywhere, this may not be indicate. You can practice it on your phone as test what I'm talking about. But I like to use sketch. So sketch is what I'm going to use here now. I'm using line, but before then I want to specify the height in which I want my roof to be. So I want it to be at 2800, which is 2800 height. So you can do it the way you did your roof. Click it all around. So select them around like that. So now you trim everything. So I always encourage you to continue using sketch instead of using automatic selection. Automatic selection is good, but I won't encourage you as an architect to base your idea based on automatic selection. Try to dictate things on your own way. So go to view. Can you see the ceiling that I've done here? So this is the ceiling structure. Any section you cut now, you are going to find you're not going to be repeating it from there again. So now if you want to bring your lighting, you want to do interior later on, so you can bring your lighting and attach it to any part of the ceiling positions. So now going to give you headache. So let's adjust something in this section by going to level 2 or level 1. And what I want to adjust is this. You can split this section into 2 by bringing parts. So like let's say split segments. So split this. Can you see? You still maintain the position where you put it, but because of that you want some element, you want it to be revealed, so you got to split it and see it. So let us go to the view to go and see that where the staircase is going to recover from beginning, from ground to the normal. Can you see what I say? So because of that split, you are able to do it. So how do you do the split? It's what you follow the example of what I did. So you click on it, then you come to split segment. You do the same thing, click on it again, click again. See, as many as possible you can continue splitting as many as you want. So it's going to be giving you what you want. So you can go back to your section. It's still the same, it means same section but different splitting. So that is how you do the splitting in what. So you can return them back to the way you want. You made them. I want to leave this one like this. So that is that for that aspect. Now the next thing I want to do is that I want to put insulation like hardcore into this part. So how would you do that? You go to your annotate. From the annotate you click on insulation. We always use this to draw our hardcore for foundation. So here I want to use, because of the distance between here and this slab to the ground level is what, 800. This is minus 1000. The slab was taking 200 volume, so I'm going to type 800 so that I'll be able to cover. And you start from the middle. The moment you see that triangular shape, you know that you are in the middle of your element. So you create that, and this has been done. You can adjust it. Even though you draw it before, you can still adjust it by clicking on it and adjust everything the way you want it to be. So now the next thing is I want to change the graphics of all this. I want the line to be thick. When you click on this spot line, is the line thick? Yes, it's thick. So maybe you want this slab now, I want it to be a what's it called, solid black. So what I want to do is that I just want to press feasibility graphics VG on your computer, or you can go to your what's it called, annotate, and I mean yes, your view or manage to go and edit there. Let's just go there and do something. So go to manage, click on this same material, go to view. So yes, this is view templates, feasibility graphics. This one will give you the dialog that we are seeing. So click on objects. At the objects, the reason why you click on object is that you want it to follow up all in every view that you cut through. So I'm going to slab, which is what, floor. Which is F. Yes, this is floor. I want to select this default floor. I'm going to change the material. So it's choosing default floor for me here. I want to change the graphics, use graphics appearance. At the forehand, what I want to do is cut pattern. You click on 4 pattern, say solid fill. Okay, background solid fill. I say okay, click OK, click OK, click OK. Can you see everywhere you have floor that you use floor to design, you have them tick like that? The same thing, because you use floor, you use ground floor to do this, so it has the same thing. So everything that is contained in that floor is what you use. So like this below one, what you can do is that you, from this view, you hide the element. So you'll be able to maintain this for the remaining one and that for this aspect. You can change it if you don't want the way it is. You can change it to something else, but I don't like this as well, so I want to change it back. So press VG, and your VG, go to element type, and that element type, what we did was on the floor. So the default that we use here is what we want to change. So go to the cut foreground. I want to use concrete. I just want a little bit of pattern inside it. So let's use concrete and say okay. Do the same thing as well. Concrete, say okay. Click and click. So you see, this is the pattern I want. Every other aspect took off the concrete cutting, and they are maintaining that. You know that this one is what is a concrete base idea and development. So that is that for the section that you have created. So you want to graphic the section, you can cast the shadow. Now for everyone else asking me, how is it that mine doesn't look 3D? This is where you do, this is what you do. Visual style, you use your graphic display option to change to realistic if you want it to be. Can you see the giant change? You use this one again to change to shade if that is what you want. Can you see it? You use this to do what, consistent color if that is what you want. But how was an architect, I always, because of the line, I love my line, so I always use hidden line. So from there I can decide to cast shadow. So I adjust the shadow by clicking on this and say graphic display. From here now you go to lighting. It's your light that we like, the section of the lights that will decide how your shadow look like. So here increase the azimuth to something like 167, and change the altitude and reduce it to something like 15. So apply first and see how it looks. So change the foundation process and say apply. Can you see? So you can continue to adjust altitude by bringing it to like 10. When you bring it to 10, say apply. Can you see it jump up? So a little bit. When you go to this as well, you can say okay, 172, apply as well. Can you see? So that is how you do your graphics in what, graphic display in Revit. So just sectional, having the graphics and things like that. You can decide to leave it this way, you can decide to continue working and modify it. All depends on your own idea and creativity. So if you want to present this one to a client as a, what is it called, as a presentation drawing, this is fantastic. You can maintain this. But if you don't want, you can decide to off the shadow and still continue working with your graphics. The viewpoints, you can hide them. All these things are what are there for making use of. Practice them, touch them as much as you want, and everything is going to be for you the way you want it to be. So as you've done this one now, you can now start to be putting all the annotate and every other things in this place to display like this. Like we used to write that, okay, engineer, go to this, click on the details, click on this, and like let's put this into perspective, and how the roof details one after the other. But I like to bring everything together at once by writing all the details. Some are permitted, some are not permitted. Some, when you are doing the approval, they will tell you that you should name every trusses one after the other, like king post, queen post, and things like that. So you have to be writing them. But I like to put everything here. So let's say that I want to put text here now. I just like saying, okay, 150, just say king post as center of the roof. So you specify the thickness of it. Say, okay, let's say 150 by 150 mm by what is it called? Let's say by 100 mm. So that is it. That is 6 by 3 mm. So like this one now, you can copy this and say copy, continue copy, continue copy. So you change this one, like the first one I want to change it to aluminum roofing sheet. Control A, say aluminum roofing sheets at 0.5 mm range. Can you see? So that's the thickness of this one. You can say Control A for line, for line at 1000 mm interval of 150 by 50 mm. That is the type of the wood you are using. So the same thing here. You can see rafter follow suit. Say rafter at 100 mm interval of 150 mm by 50 mm. So that is how you do do most of your, can you see now? So you copy this again and copy it. So you put this one at this point, and what you need to do here is that you write that the foundation specification are what are to engineer detail. So you just write this, that foundation specification to structural engineer details. So it might be too long for you, so just click here and reduce it to your size. So here you have it. You can edit this because this one is too big. You can click on edit type, duplicate it so that will not affect this one at the top. You can rename it if you want. So change the size to something like 1.6 and click OK. Good. So you have reduced the size so that you'll be able to place it where you're supposed to place it. So there's nothing you do on normal graphics that you are not able to do here on the normal level. You can join all these things together, does not matter. All you just need to do is to group them and you have it. So whenever you want to use them, you'll be able to carry them too, and so on and so forth. You can detail it and so and do whatever you want to do. So to label the inside the room, what you need to do is to copy this and you look at it and paste them there. Okay, so do the normal small one and click living room. So click OK. So you reduce this size because it's now a big humongous size, which is not what we want to do. So you copy this and begin to paste them like here. This is bathroom, you rename them stair up, you name them. Like this one is what? Lobby. Write this lobby. Good. Say bathroom, to here bathroom, last toilets. Okay, leave it. Click here, control here, stair or staircase, or I don't know, whatsoever that, staircase or stair up. So do it the way it is, as you are looking at it from the foundation of what you have done. So that is how you create your section here. Remember, you can still beckon on the shadow that will make it look more detailed and more enticing. So that is how you work on Revit, and we will see you in our next development, as we have not finished the series. So do not forget to look out to our hotel design step by step on everything. So try to subscribe and same time like, comment and do whatsoever that is necessary.